Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good afternoon, and welcome to a bit of Space Marine 2, where today we're going to be playing the campaign, and probably doing some co-op and PvP afterwards, I think. I don't know how many parts this is going to be, but if the campaign is slightly longer, about 10, 11 hours from what I've heard, this might take about 4 parts too. We shall see. But I'll try and get through the game as much as I can. So... Oh, visibility. Well, obviously we have to have the helmet off because, as we know, a Space Marine without a helmet on is a Space Marine that lives longer. Especially if they have a name. And, if they have their helmet off, then that's usually the case as well. I like a large subtitle size, if I'm honest. Yep, I'm okay with that. Motion blur intensity. I don't like motion blur on. Blur. You know nothing, John Blur. Hopefully that's loud enough. If it's not, please let me know in the comments below. But the subtitles are there, so if you want to pause and read, that's fine. I don't like this cursor here, and just look how slow it is to respond as well. Ugh, that's horrible. I hope that they might actually change that. I mean, the mouse here is fine, because I'm on PC. So that's fine. Oh, by the way, vibration needs to be off. Actually, no, I'll keep it on for a little bit. It might be bearable. We're probably going to play on normal difficulty. Do some other difficulties as well. My god, it's so fucking slow whenever you hover over something. Good god. Yeah. So, we'll play on normal difficulty. Presents a fair gameplay challenge. Enemies are moderately aggressive. Resources need to be managed wisely. Let me just check as well. I'm not covering any text up, I hope. Not too much. Okay. If I am, I'll move my camera. So, I've already played Space Marine 1 on the channel, so if you want to see that, there's a full Let's Play of them. I've gone over a lot of stuff there. In the 41st millennium, humanity stands on the brink of annihilation. The galaxy-spanning Imperium of Man is beset on all sides by hostile aliens, and threatened from within by traitors and heretics. It is an age of constant war, a new dark age, in which enlightenment is replaced by superstition, rhetoric, and blind prayer. To live in such times is to be one amongst untold billions, existing in the cruelest and bloodiest regime imaginable. The most powerful and dreaded of the Imperium's planet defenders are the Space Marines, bioengineered superhuman warriors. They are humanity's last bastion against terror. This is no time for peace, no respite, no forgiveness. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Brought to you by Toby Longworth. I've been listening to Eisenhorn, really, lately. Very good book to get into if you want to get into Warhammer. Kadaku. Sector MX44219, MAE. Imperial Held Residus System. And then we have what looks like Tyranid bioships. I'm not really familiar with their Tyranid, like battle fleets and such. Guardsman, notice as well on the right shoulder there, he had the symbol of Cadia. So this man is either descendant of Cadia, or his equipment comes from Cadia, because a lot of equipment was taken to Cadia, one of those important planets. At least it was, before it eventually fell. Initiation terminal. Run. Beginning encrypted message. By authority of Archmajor Nozick, Beta 12, Planet Kadaku, Residus System, is under attack. This is all very high-tech as well. Even for them. Threat. Xenos. Tyranids. Early stage invasion. Seize any bombardment preparation. Project Aurora present. Access denied. Aurora strategic value. Absolute. Urgent assistance required from nearby forces. Submit encrypted message. Submitted to Astropathic Relay. Hail the Omnisire. Hail the Machine God. Deathwatch Kill Team Primus. Objective: deploy viral incendiary bomb. Defend Aurora's facility. So we've got a Space Wolf there. This is the Inquisition symbol there as well. So by the way, when I'm talking about this game, please bear in mind that I make these videos for my darling dearest. Anyone else watching is a bonus. Oh, a Black Templar as well. Yeah, so if I'm going over very basic terms, then this might not necessarily be for you as such, if that doesn't really interest you at all. If you're a beginner, however, this is probably a good place to start, in addition to my Space Marine 1 video, where I talked about the absolute basics. So any information I don't cover here, I will cover in this game. So any information I don't cover here will be in the previous Let's Play, in a bit of Space Marine Anniversary Edition. You'll see my ugly mug on the thumbnails. That would be hard to see. So, here we are, members of the Ordo Xenos Chamber Militant, the Deathwatch Space Marines. Deathwatch Space Marines usually... bloody hell.
Kill team leader to squad. Box check. Repeat. Kill team leader to squad. Confirm Vox contact.
We have crashed. It's from your position.
Okay. Do you have the virus bomb? Damn it.
So, here we have our member of the Deathwatch. So here we've got on his shoulder pad the Deathwatch shoulder pad with the Inquisition skull and crossbones. Also, as well, notice how his armor is black. And ordinarily, on the right shoulder pad, you'd have... the only thing that you would have from the original chapter is your shoulder pad. And notice here how it's covered up, so it might well be a Blackshield. So Blackshields are people who have gone under self-imposed exile from the chapter, and usually join the Deathwatch as penance for whatever slight they may have commit. Let's have a look around, shall we? Just look at all this that's going on. So you've got the anti-air defences, you've got las guns being fired. Look at that. Speed of las guns. It's just an absolutely gorgeous landscape. Just want to make sure everything is recording it. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. So,
Lost contact with brother. Approaching orbital launcher facility. Well secured.
Hellstross, Alpha! I'm moving to the crash site. Do you read?
Any sign of the commander? Negative. No contact since the crash.
I'm here, damn it!
Hellstross, you have command. What are your orders? We proceed as planned. Launch the virus bomb into the stratosphere, detonate it, and watch the Tyranids die. A sight I will greatly enjoy.
Transmitter must be broken.
there we go. So that's the Tyranid Swarm. And that might look like a repeated animation or whatever, but... well, because it is. But that's genuinely what Tyranid Swarms look like. They are unending and frightening in that regard. Yeah. I really like the improvements they've made to the aesthetics of the game. They've absolutely used the better hardware to make a much better looking game.
Hormigants. The area will be crawling with them.
So Hormigants, if I'm not mistaken, are like the melee unit. of the Tyranid fleets. Okay. Oh right, right bumper to attack. Okay. Different to the old days of X and Y. Damage depletes armor. Armor generates after a short delay. Recently lost health can be restored by dealing damage. The white line indicates the maximum generation amount. Okay. I've got to hold down the button. Not a fan. Not a fan. Honestly, my only problems with Space Marine 2 so far have been the UI.
Where's that damn virus bomb?
So, okay, so RB is for heavy attacks as well. Okay, and I gotta hold it down just in case I don't understand that.
Hold on, brothers.
There we go. And LB to, okay. And that's the parry. I might have to change some settings just to keep the frame rate up a bit. Oops, so there is a kill him before the parry. Let me just change some settings so this makes it a bit... Oh, we could skip the intro, that's handy. I'm on a GTX 1070, that's how all my graphics card is. Render resolution, oh dear. That's probably not good. Yeah, I probably want to reduce the limit to about 90, let's say, just for me. You ain't going to notice it, don't worry. I'm on medium as well. That's it, we don't have to have particularly high shadows. Evidence occlusion. Yeah, we don't need that. Volumetrics. Yeah, fine. Water simulation. Let's do that one. And let's try that. Let's see if that helps anything at all. So it's made it a bit smoother. Smooth enough, I think, to play. Yeah. Bear in mind, I've got to work with what I got to work with, okay?
Now they send larger meat to stop me.
I am like, see, dodging is my ordinary style. Oh, shit. I keep pressing X. No, right bumper, for God's sakes, John. And the finisher with the right stick. Okay. To restore some armor. There we go.
You must reach that bomb. I will, even if I have to chew my way through.
So, with the Order of Xenos and the Chamber Militant, the Death Watch, Space Marine chapters will send Space Marines as part of an oath sworn ages ago. And basically, it's like Space Marine Summer Camp. So you join, you honour the chapter by joining the Death Watch, and in turn, you get to like basically swap tactics with other people. It's like you say, okay, well, as a Blood Raven, this is how we do this, and this. And the Space Wolf will say, well, as a Space Wolf, we do this, and this. Is that the way forward? No. Invisible walls. Oh, remains of tanks and delivery pieces. Very nice. It's just so gorgeous. Oh, my word. That's not good. Yeah. So, like, for example, like the Space Wolf there and the Black Templar will have different ways of killing things, and they will share those when they get back to their chapter. So it's like an exchange program in a way, and it works out really, really well. And yeah.
Darius, brother. souls.
There we have a member of the Dark Angels there. Well, I've stolen his hood, so I must be a Blood Raven. There's his bolt pistol.
This bolter will roar in your name, Darius. I swear on it. Come, vermin!
Where is he? Up there? I'm not going to remember any of this. They swap the controls around because it's like right bumper to... This used to be like reload for right bumper, now it's melee attack.
Have you secured the virus bomb? No. For every gaunt I smash, 10 more come raining down. If we fail to launch that bomb, there will be nothing to stop the Tyranids. I am almost at the crash site. Just make sure the launcher is still standing when I get there. I will hold the line for as long as I can.
Okay. So, when we use the heavy attack, we can use the gun strike. To execute them. Now, believe it or not, I don't think that's meant to be a trap. I think that's actually meant to be a censer of incense. Ooh, physics. Sorry, I'm trying to reload. This is going to take some getting used to. Yes, I like to explore every corner of the map. I like to know that everything's good. So you might be wondering why some of these guns are unmanned, and it's not just because of the casualties taken. You might be wondering, why is this planet actually not dealing with any of this stuff very well? And the answer is something called gene stealer cults. At least that's one theory. But basically, so Tyranids have a unit called gene stealers, and they can spread their corruption by infecting other people, and basically like gives them like sort of Stockholm syndrome. And turns them into a cult, basically. And these cults spread their influence with mutations and whatnot. They believe in the four-armed emperor and other such memes. Oh, bugger. Missed the opportunity. Oh dear. Okay. I guess that was a barrel there. Sorry, reload. This is going to take some getting used to, I think. Can I get up there? No. Do I need to? No. Great. So, yeah, so gene stealer cults spread their influence. And basically they often like tend to appeal. They used to be like they were above like the mobility and whatnot, and they had gene stealer limousines. I kid you not. There was someone homebrewed a gene stealer limousine, and you can get like 3D prints of it as well, which is amazing because I really want one if I ever get into gene stealer cults, which I probably will one day.
We are running out of time.
So yeah, so gene stealer cults spread their influence, especially among like the working classes. Right. Yeah, this is going to take some practice, I think. 6 reload. No, do I need to? See, I don't know. They haven't explained that eye symbol there yet. I'm not entirely sure what that is. The sounds are amazing as well. Absolutely amazing sound design. If the volume does need turning up, please let me know. If it needs turned down, again, please let me know. I'll do my best to figure it out. I'm terrible at sound mix.
My brother, you have honored the Imperium with your devotion.
But there's the Black Templar. And he's got the virus bomb in his hands. So when a Space Marine dies, what will happen next is, oh, stuck it to our ass apparently.
Hellstress, if you can hear me, I have the virus bomb. Headed to the orbital launcher.
So what will happen now is like, an apothecary will come along and basically extract the gene seed, and we'll then return it to the Black Templars and the Dark Angels as seen before. Ugh.
Your death will not go unpunished.
Well, we've avenged Ulfar. But who else dares challenge me? I'll just try to get used to the controls again. Okay. Store some armor at least. But yeah. That's all far up there. So yes, the progenoid gland of the gene seed will be extracted. Return to the chapter so that it doesn't get corrupted and used to avoid the Tyranids. Yeah, you can probably tell I won't be going into co-op anytime soon. Yeah, I've got a lot of practice to do yet. So yeah, so gene stealer cults, they tend to, before the High Fleet even arrives, the defenses are usually disabled by the gene stealer cults and welcome the Empress Angels, which are ordinarily the Space Marines, but in the gene stealer cult's eyes, it's the Tyranids. Some have a moment of lucidity just before they're about to get eaten, and will even try to resist.
You have served your emperor well, brother.
Our Blood Angel friend has been slain by the Ripper Swarm.
Good log. To any Imperial unit that recovers this log, my kill team crash landed off course. My brothers are all dead, slain by Tyranids. I have the virus bomb, moving to the orbital launcher. We'll fire into stratosphere where it will disperse over Tyranid positions.
So notice how the kill team leader isn't like there's ordinarily a scope there, but that wire I think interfaces with their from the scope actually leads into their helmet, so they can better see down it. So that actually prevents the need to actually aim down sights as opposed to from the hip. Also notice as well this bolt gun looks a bit different. That's because it's a Primaris bolt gun. Well, it's a newer version of the bolt gun at least. I don't know if our man is Primaris yet, because he's wearing like the Firstborn helmet. It's the Firstborn with the Space Marines before they passed the or crossed rather the Rubicon Primaris, which is basically their upgrades. So when Reboot Guilliman came along, the Primarch of the Ultramarines, he returned and he wanted to bring about some changes. And he wanted to upgrade the Space Marines. They just so happened to always be there in the vaults of Belisarius Cawl. Who I'm not gonna lie, like I think Belisarius Cawl in some of the audiobooks, especially like Guy Haley, I want to say, he is quite funny, but he's a bit of a fan fiction character in a way.
The virus is our one chance to delay the Tyranid invasion. The virus will spread through their forces. They will adapt, but it will slow them down. The virus must be launched into the stratosphere. Nothing else matters.
Now, you might be thinking that sort of Star Wars meme of like, it only affects the Tyranids, right? Right? But, yes. It tends to be usually tends to be the case that it will. But, you know, if you don't want to prevent, you don't want to genius the cults and all the rest of it, you don't want other Cribblies remaining. But yeah. Oh, a lovely big arena. Sorry, I do love looking at all the details. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a slow let's play, I think.
Open the gates.
Shift chronometer reset. You're registered as on duty. Carry out the Omniscience work according to the divine synchronicity.
So the machine spirit there is basically like the is what exists in all machines and computers. It's like the operating system in a way, or its CPU. This is not the same as the AI, Abominable Intelligence. Abominable Intelligence is forbidden after it wiped out, I want to say, about 98% of humanity, but was eventually bested. So now things have to be powered by human brain tissue, because machines cannot be trusted on their own, or otherwise have to be aided by a machine spirit. And even though the Space Marines aren't necessarily as superstitious as the Tech Priest of Mars, or the Priest of the Mars,
Hazardous material detected. Further validations required.
Transmitting override authorization. Set course for stratospheric detonation.
The rite of safeguard must be performed. Seek an authorized Magos at the command console.
So yeah, but they do respect the machine spirit. In fact, there's one story where Gene Stealers and Space Marines sort of work together to defeat Tyranid invasion, and the Space Marines then kill the Gene Stealers because because the machine spirit has driven them to the Space Marines to purge the heretics.
Command console.
On the observation platform above. The Magos on duty does not respond.
interesting, I didn't have to chamber the round then. That's normally a thing in shooters. Like, to prevent you from, like, to actually add a bit more extra time in loading your weapon. Jesus, when's this thing going down? Oh, well. Frag grenades. Bugger. Saving a lot of time and ammunition. Anything here? Anything of interest that we can look at? Besides, well, just a general look of the place. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Summon the lift.
Oh. Yeah, I've got a lot of practice to get in before we go overcourt. Oh, bugger. Oh, for God's sakes. I'm sorry about this game. Absolutely terrible. Space Marine 1 was better for me. In terms of, like, my grasp with the controls. I have played Dark Souls as well, where this game is obviously getting its controls from. It's not going for the style of Dark Souls as such, but yeah, the whole right bumper thing, yeah.
What is the status of the orbital launcher?
Hibernation. Console inactive for 22 hours. This impiety to the Omnisire has been logged.
Activate launch systems.
The rite of initialization must be performed. Seek an authorized Magos at the command console. The command console is posted at the edge of the observation platform. A Magos will attend to you shortly.
Doubtful.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what we can't do.
Injections complete. Awakening systems for activation. Rite of capacitors initialized. Personnel may begin prayers of charging.
Can you not hasten the damn process?
Seismic disruptions have occurred. Launch trajectory may have been altered.
Okay, so that's what we've got to deal with. No grenades.
Organic presence detected on the railway. All personnel vacate for launch. Launch preparation.
Okay, one more grenade out. One more there. And one more there. And come a bit closer. This is more like it. Right. Send a message. So I wonder if on higher difficulties that window of like being able to parry closes much sooner, so you've got to react much faster. Be interesting to see if it does rather than just like increasing. Alright, gotta move. So, wow, okay.
done.
That didn't seem like it went very far. But... Back, Captain Titus. With 4 service studs now. So following his the events of Space Marine 1, he's actually served a bit longer in the Death Watch.
I will take you all with me.
Oh yeah, even the Ripper Swarms are fleeing in terror of the Space Marine! Yes, they learned that move from Commissar Johnbonne. Glad to know that I've finally made my mark on one of the video games.
I will not rest until you lie dead at my feet.
I want to bring him back further into the arena. Can use gun mode on him. Yeah, you don't get the fancy cinematic there because it doesn't actually kill him in that one blow.
Even if I am slain, I will leave you with wounds by which you will remember.
2! Okay. Notice as well my health bar's gone. Terrible. Oh. I don't like using the bumpers for this kind of combat. I really don't. Like heavy attacks as well. It just doesn't. It feels so unnatural. I might have to see if I can get that changed through key mapping.
May that virus strip your flesh from your bones.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm guessing this was a supposed to lose fight. Hmm. Wonder who our saviour there was. I noticed as well that this game, even on SSD, takes mm, a noticeable amount of time to load. Like, I know I'm not exactly on the best gear or whatever, but is it maybe because of the joining server? Loading resources, yeah. My SSD is fine. Yeah, but I think now we're going to start seeing a noticeable shift towards like requires an SSD. A lot of these games now do require it. I think even on Space Marine 2 it's saying like, yeah, it requires it. Can't use a hard drive anymore. Because it just fundamentally changes how the game loads. Kajaku's Orbit. Battle Barge Resilient. Day 4. 04, 22, 56. So the Battle Barge is typically the typical Space Marine modes of transport. One flight to another, one place to another. Ah, Chaplain.
Praise the Emperor. The wound was fatal. You survived only through the Rubicon surgery. We remade you. You are a Primaris now.
Why?
Lord Calgar issued the command himself.
Is he here?
Gone. Summoned by the Primarch.
I must get back to the Watch Fortress.
You have been reassigned.
My place is with the Death Watch.
The Inquisition can find no stain on you, Titus. Accused of heresy. You have served penance in the Death Watch for almost a century. And not once have you faltered. But you will never know redemption until you have faced the judgment of your brothers. Prove yourself to us and know true absolution. What is your life?
My honor is my life.
What is your fate?
My duty is my fate.
What is your fear?
My fear is to fail.
What is your reward?
My salvation is my reward.
What is your craft?
My craft is death.
What is your pledge?
My pledge is eternal service.
So, in the previous game, spoilers by the way, I'm gonna say now, for the first game.
The Rubicon surgery has remade you as a Primaris Marine. You are now stronger, faster, and more resilient. You will take your place as an Ultramarine once more. Your brothers will know that you served in the Death Watch. But your dishonorable status as a Blackshield has been redacted from the archives. Should it be discovered, there would be questions. Lord Calgar has offered you a second chance. Do not taint it.
So, in the previous game, after the Heretic Astartes
Ventia had secured the spaceport and handed over its defense to the Cadians.
Ventiata, the guardsmen will be cleaning up bits of tyranny for weeks.
I was accused of heresy and warp resistance no space marine should have been able to survive and do the things that Captain Titus did. However, he has served in the Death Watch's penance for his crimes. He was a Blackshield, so he was stripped from the Ultramarines. However, he has since been allowed to rejoin the Space Marines, which is a very, very rare honour for a Blackshield. Many won't make it that far. But Lord Marneus Calgar, Chapter Master, so basically, essentially, the ruler or the leader of the Space Marine chapter, so the Ultramarines in this instance, second only to Rabut Guilliman, the Primarch, has commanded that he return to the chapter. The Inquisition has found no heresy. So it seems as though his service have actually been another... So rather than actually another 20 years, it's been 50 years. No, 100 years. But, yes. He has his old armour as well with the Ultra and the skull there. That there might well be a Codex, one of the volumes of the Codex Astartes. The Codex Astartes is meters wide, covering several volumes and whatnot. Oh, they might just be prayer books. Notice well here how this chaplain has the VI, that's number 6 in Roman numerals. And 2 there. So that might well mean... that might tell us something there. 6 companies, so he's in reserve. So the first 5 companies are active battle line, the others are reserve. A lot of people ask, what the hell is this thing? That is a cherub. They're considered lucky. They're like familiars, witches familiars and whatnot. They perform like menial services. Like here, in this is probably lighting the candles. You've got one up there as well. They act as scouts. You know, basically cameras and whatnot. Are they real babies? For the most part, no. Key emphasis on the word, for the most part, not always. So you've got the flags of the 13. Oh yeah, the 13th Legion, of course. Second company of Ultramarines there. That's probably like one of the banners. 13th Legion of Ultramarines. So yes.
Brother, Lieutenant.
Ah, we're no longer captain, we are lieutenant.
We have work to do. Gather the rest of the squad on the flight deck. Yes, brother.
That's the new Primaris helmet. See, I've always said like that I don't like the Primaris helmets as much, but the way he's looking down it's got so much expression. That's just so scornful. Here we have a Tech Priest or a menial, not necessarily a Chapter Serf as such. Chapter Serfs are even more revered than these guys. Chapter Serfs are people who failed their training or surgery for whatever reasons, incompetence, or just simply due to the fact that they are biologically unfit or, you know, just incompetent. That bloke there is playing Space Invaders. That's a data slate there. That's some tools. That's a Tech Priest. Priest of Mars, the Adeptus Mechanicus. He's waving a censer of holy incense. And there his tendrils are the Mechadendrites. He's also got a servo skull there as well. So this is like probably a servitor here. So he's heavily augmented, he's been lobotomized, he has very few brain functions. And he just does basic tasks he's told to. Also has a bit like a power claw to help with menial work. And that's another Tech Priest there. With a chainsaw hand. Yeah, that's very classic Grimdark, to be honest. Another brother there. He's doing the sign of the Aquila there. So that's the sign of the Aquila. Or the Aquila. And, yeah. Oh, it's meant to be the sign like that, I think, where you cross your thumbs over like that. And do that. That's like the standard greeting or salute. amongst the Imperium. It's like a holy symbol. Like, imagine if you were to do like the cross or whatever like that. That's basically what it is. So we've got here servitors just doing a bit of work. Again, because you can't use abominable intelligence or other sort of machines that can think of themselves, you have to use people for this. So servitors might be criminals, people who have just offended the tech priests, people who are like basically too injured to actually work or do anything like that. Make no mistake, you will contribute to the Imperium. They've got cherubs and cages for whatever reason. And there's just stuff. Yeah, like... It just goes on and on and on. Yeah, yeah. Battle barges are huge. They are absolutely colossal. It's just so... The detail is absolutely astonishing. And I think this is like your multiplayer hub as well. Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about here. Oh god, the elevators. This brings back a bit of trauma from Space Marine 1. Ah! It's a servo skull.
Stand by, Major. Sending Astarte support.
Thank you, Lord. We shall ready a counter-offensive.
The effects of the virus bomb are already wearing off. Get me scout reports on enemy strength at the orbital guns. Yes, Captain.
That's the captain there, okay. That's the rest of the fleet. This is what... typically this is what like most ships look like. You can play Rogue Trader, the CRPG. You might see this in like Battlefleet Gothic and whatnot. But yeah, generally this is what they look like. Also got these stained glass windows. Yeah, they're basically like flying churches.
My lord. Lieutenant Titus reporting for duty.
Have Sergeant Gadriel report to the bridge. How are your wounds?
Good enough.
I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions, suspicions. I cannot afford discord among the men. Not now. You're a lieutenant now. Will that be a problem?
No, Captain.
Very well. We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets. Avarax, a hive world, and Kadaku, which you already know. We're abandoning the latter. It's mostly Adeptus Mechanicus research facilities. We're evacuating critical assets and personnel. These defense guns are keeping the skies clear for our ships. The Tyranids have taken note. Get down there and protect those guns.
Captain, you wish to see me?
Sergeant, this is Lieutenant Titus. He'll be taking over command of your squad.
Sir,
I expect you on the ground within 30 minutes. Dismissed.
Lieutenant, forgive my hesitation. I am merely surprised by this development. As am I.
We have Chiron. Nice.
Sergeant Gadriel, the Absolver is ready to depart.
Brother Chiron, this is Lieutenant Titus. He will be leading our squad.
Is that so? Well, I shall be glad to have a commander of such experience.
Is the rest of the squad ready?
Already assembled on the flight deck.
Good. We leave immediately.
Okay, so quick breakdown of... Alright, nice. About your squad to play together. Maybe one day. So, chapters broken down into 1,000 Space Marines in a chapter, roughly.
From the High Fleet. Do not engage.
You have 100 Marines to a company. You have about 10 Marines to a squad, roughly. Some might be even smaller than that. For example, in the game kill team, in the tabletop game kill team, it might be as low as 5 or 6 Space Marines. You might have 20 squads. It depends from chapter to chapter, of course. There is no set number. So yeah.
Transmitting telemetry data to
So, yep, so 6th squad or company, I believe. Yes. Lots of different decorations as well there. You can see here, like, the reliquary on this guy's left testicle. That might contain, like, the bones of a Space Marine legend. You've also got a prosthetic arm there as well. Space Marines are too valuable to lose, so you tend to have a lot of prosthetics where necessary. You might have personal heraldry like that, the shield with the skull there, so that's like his emblem. Purity seals, so like the your oaths. You swear to do this much in the battle. They come in battle. That there was probably the flight deck to control the ship. You got a lot of menials and tech priests working all down here. And over there, in the distance, that streak of shit is a tendril of the Tyranids, the Shadow and the Warp. That's basically Tyranid corruption. And that's how they move. Big streak of poopy doo-doo. Also, as well, the captain earlier as well you saw was this is basically the exact.
paths are struggling to maintain long-range communications. Interference from the Tyranid's psychic shadow is growing. We may soon be cut off.
Avarax must have a relay.
It does, and it has a larger choir.
Requisition it. Give my authorization.
So this guy is basically like a like word for word. I don't want to exactly zoom on his crutch there. Basically, copy of the Phobos captain. So he's wearing Phobos armor. So his backpack is a bit lighter. He's wearing this cloak here with a knife.
Ordnance teams prepare cyclonic torpedoes.
Sire, without the chapter master's authorization,
I am aware of the consequences, and should exterminatus be necessary, I will suffer them.
yes, Lord. Informing ordnance teams.
So yeah, so I think that's like the most a notable example of Games Workshop trying to sell you toys. It's like yeah, this is like an exact copy of the model. Oh, you want this model? You think the captain's cool? You can buy him, and this is what he looks like, and you can paint him to look like this or whatever you want to. But yeah. So yeah.
What is our assignment?
The Cadians have lost control of the orbital guns. We are to recapture them.
Lost them already.
The Tyranids are hurling spores of those guns in great waves. I'm impressed the Cadians held out this long.
Look at this. Look at this.
Lirio, Altarius, and Ellie make up the rest of our squad. Have any of you faced Tyranids before? Only these past 2 days. Then there is much to learn.
I look forward to it.
Call them the Blood Ravens then. Look at all this. Like that bunch of Adeptus Mechanicus there is around $300. That's about 4 points. You need about at least 500 to play. I do dunkingly admit point costs a bit too much. Yeah. Beautiful stuff here. Absolutely stunning.
What do you think you're doing?
Ordnance deployment. Path obstructed. Stand aside.
Those warheads are not properly secured. Do you know what will happen if one comes loose?
Path obstructed. Stand aside.
I'll do it myself. Go and find a tech priest to tighten the screws in that half-brain of yours.
Task aborted. Seeking blessings of cogitation.
Magus Gallio will hear of this.
Yeah, that's a servitor there who's being given a task, and he's struggling a little bit with it. Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of little things like that going on in this ship. From what I've seen from the screenshots. Bin Harrick, okay.
Compliance. Servitor, we detect an aberration in the resonant properties of engine manifold gamma 2.
Assemble the required tools and components for a rapid engine service. You have until this vessel returns from its current assignment.
Compliance. I make preparations now.
It's got Microsoft Sam voice. Oh, not even that.
Indeed.
So, the tech priests there are talking in binaric code, which is their basically 00111. They can have a conversation at the speed of thought. They could have, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an example, like, what's, like, one of the longest, like, basically, imagine, like, the Roman forums. They could have all that debate done faster than I could snap my fingers, you know? It lasts, like, 0.6 seconds. Get a conversation ordinarily. But they tend to do that. And it basically, because they don't need to use vocals and whatnot, they can just, like, transmit this stuff through text and whatnot. Or through brainwaves to one another. It's very impressive how they do it. Now, the tech priests there as well, you'll notice as well how they heavily prosthetics. They can't have entire prosthetics. If they do, they become machines. And that's not good. Because they have to remain human. To become a machine is to become an abominable intelligence. Even though they aspire to be, much like their machine god, they can't afford to do that. I'm just looking around. So yeah, servitors aren't just used for tools either. They're also like used for
Pity the effects of the virus bomb were so short-lived.
The kill team we found on Kadaku gave their lives to deploy it.
They bought us precious hours. Without them, this war would have gone very differently.
It was pleasing to see those bastards quiver and die the instant they left their spores.
yeah, they can also be equipped with heavy weapons, so they're an expendable troop. What's this? Okay. So as a center of operations, select the planet for mission. The current mission is marked with yellow director. Game modes. Change the game Eternal War mode. Oh, so Eternal War starts like the PvP. Operations is PvE, so co-op. These modes before reveal spoilers for the main campaign story. Okay. Eternal War. Eternal War is a PvP game mode where the Battle of the Fate of the Imperium never ends. Quick matches the fastest way to join a squad and start playing a random PvP game. Okay. No, fine. Operations. Now the auxiliary. Squads to last set of Viridian. It could lead to spoilers. For the Imperium's enemies, customize your armor and upgrade your weapons to hold back the encroaching enemies. Yep. Yeah, okay, so we're going to do the campaign. Right, let's first of all go back and proceed to the launch bay and talk to these guys before we can choose a mission.
Sergeant?
Brothers, we are joined by Lieutenant Titus.
Welcome, brother. We are yours to command.
We leave immediately.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Got emoticons. Yeah. Emojis. No, emotes, that was it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know Space Marine vehicles as well as I'd like to. I had one. That was all I could tell you. The Imperial withdrawal of assets and personnel from Godoku is at risk. The anti-air defenses keeping the skies clear are under heavy assault by Tyranid forces. Repel the assault and ensure defenses are held and defenses hold. Withdrawal is complete. Rendezvous with the Astra Militarum. Defend the anti-air emplacements. Approach in the drop zone. Right, skies are a battlefield just like any other. Understand them. Whatever. I think it was a quote from Red Guilliman.
Sir, you served in the Death Watch. Yes. That must have been a great honor. It's a privilege to serve with you.
Approaching drop zone.
Let's go! You see those service studs? Our lieutenant is over 200 years old. He couldn't have been born a Primaris. You're right. And now he has your command.
Oh. Yeah, Ultramarines aren't uniform in like they're all like Ultra Smurfs, they're all good boys and whatnot. They do have personalities of their own, and not to mention they are born politicians.
On your feet, soldier! Move to defend our west flank! And get those heavy bolters resupplied!
I like this person already. I like the voice, that's just brilliant.
My lord! Major Sarkana, 8th Cadian Regiment.
Major, give me an update.
The wretched beasts have taken the orbital guns. They pushed us back to this encampment and are staging a heavy assault.
Lirio, take Altarius and Elion and remain here to secure the encampment.
Yes, brother.
Major, we must reach the defense guns.
Yes, my lord. Follow me.
So I said before, the Astrolotarum and the Astartes cannot command one another.
The situation here has deteriorated. Those foul gargoyles pollute the skies.
The Tyranids have the orbital guns.
They do. These unrelenting attacks make a counteroffensive difficult.
We shall take care of that.
But that doesn't mean they don't respect one another and work with one another.
Major, we've got more incoming from the east.
Move to reinforce the eastern flank.
By the numbers,
You,
troopers.
go with me.
We will assist in the defense.
Very good, my lord.
But first I want to look around. This is like the first real look we get at like Astra Militarum. Outside like Dawn of War and maybe a bit of Dark Tide. Dark Tide knows how to set up a mission though.
Numbers are endless. We will see about that. I hope you're
Yeah.
keeping score, brother. Oh, I am.
Just look at this. The sheer fucking chaos. Mortars. And hey, they got recoil on the mortars! You have any idea how good that is? Like the Basilisks of before didn't have them. Look at that! Boop boop. Yeah, I ain't doing shit. Yeah. Oh, hang on, does this fire? Please tell me this fires. Does it have recoil? Okay, we won't know yet. Fury mode, okay. We've got Fury mode, that's good. Looks very much like the raid symbol in Destiny.
Here they come. For the glory of Ultramar.
My lord! Intelligence reports multiple swarms closing in.
Direct us to them.
Sending coordinates to your Auspex display.
Got to assemble over the Echo, gotta go through these doors here. Just look at that. Absolutely mad. Okay.
My lord, we are preparing an airstrike. Can you hold the enemy in?
So, on the right hand side of the screen you can't see, but I've got my I've got a piece of equipment I picked up. Ooh, combat knife, nice.
Reloading weapon. Leave not one of them standing.
I don't know why he's lit up, but unless it's one of the others, maybe using their fury mode. Oh, sensor sweep. Okay, nice. That must be one of the powers that you can use. So in the co-op and multiplayer, you can use perks and such. You probably have, or maybe it's like comes with your class. And they still use the old class names, like assault, heavy, sniper. Oh shit! I've lost all grasp of controls. Oh, I've got a combat knife. I ain't got a chainsaw. Have I dropped it or something? Or is it because I've got the... I don't think that the last gun is ineffectual. Yeah, I don't think the last gun is ineffective. Oh, 1 second. And I am back. Sorry about the interruption there. Yeah, so, yeah. Oh, fuck. How do I pick up the grenade? Oh, fuck. Cutscene now.
The Emperor protects. We must proceed through the jungle to reach the orbital defense guns. Brother Lirio, assist the Cadians while they establish new defensive lines, then report back.
Yes, Lieutenant. It will not take long.
Yeah. The humble lasgun.
The orbital guns are on the other side of the swamp. Be alert. The Tyranids will be lying in wait.
Ah, there we are. And now we've got a scope as well. I can zoom in. Oh, nice. I wonder if this is a stalker bolt at the very end of the ordinary bolt gun. Yeah. The humble lasgun has actually served to kill 99% of all Xenos life. Just the
Will serve me well.
it's just the other 1% that we've got to worry about now, and that's why the lasgun comes off as a flashlight. And bear in mind, yeah, on its own, it ain't gonna do too much, but you ain't just using it on your own. You've got literally. Oh, fuck. Oh well, that has cleared the way. There we go. I'm still getting used to the controls. I'm really sorry about this game. I'm trying.
This must be where the swarm originated. These abhorrent husks are everywhere. Living organic machines.
Indeed. Their ships, these pods, all of it.
Their very existence is heresy. We shall thin their numbers today, brother.
Heavy bolt pistol. Ooh. Let's see what the heavy bolt pistol does. Oh, and they're collectibles as well. Not that I can see. Used to be there were servo skulls, audio logs, back when games were obsessed with them. Oh, a data slate.
Tried to reach the downed storm talon. Bog stunk beyond words. Several of us drowned in its stagnant pools. Scope of the Tyranid infestation still unknown. Last readings suggested Kadaku was near the threshold for exterminatus. If that be the case, I would not weep for this world. It has already claimed too much.
No subtitles for that though, which is a bit disappointing. I'll have to look into the settings for that.
Raven, do not stop moving.
Sorry, were we telling the Ravener to do that, or what? I do like how actually Titus is sharing his knowledge of the Xenos there. Okay. Get me. Prompts for. Ah, shit.
I am down. Time to get up.
I'm trying to remember my prompts. I do apologize for the poor gameplay.
On the ground.
I should have put it down to game journalist difficulty. As a former games journalist, like it didn't bother me anymore. You could probably tell that I was.
I have to reload.
I need to because I need health.
Reloading when vermin stuck.
So the heavy, is it heavy bolter? It's like yeah, like a bit like your squad automatic weapon, your saw. This is like a man-portable heavy weapon, like a light machine gun sort of thing. So I guess you just need a bit more time.
Acadians. Losing the orbital guns was costly. Paid for it dearly. But the enemy numbers are not insignificant. The Acadian 8th will have to do better.
You're familiar with this foe, brother?
I am.
How do the Tyranids compare to other Xenos?
They are an unrelenting plague, but they are cunning. The controlling influence of their hive mind makes them act as one.
I just to forget that like Space Marines don't always face a lot of different threats, and they specialize in different things. Some are orc hunters, some are Tyranid hunters. Some of them are used to facing down heretics or demons even.
Tread carefully. The spores detonate when threats draw near.
Then let us take the advantage and destroy them.
Yeah, spore mines. Absolutely devastating affair.
Swapping magazines.
Like in Dawn of War, they're horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Reloading.
Again, if you're one of these people who thinks they're going to be a space marine in the 41st millennium, you're probably going to be the guy who dies to a spore mine.
Which company did you
If you're even lucky enough to be in the guard.
Serve the Emperor elsewhere.
The Death Watch? Yes. I hope I too will share that honor one day.
Not gonna lie, it must have been an interesting time to be a remembrancer in the Great Crusade. Those are the stories that interest me the most. The people chronicling the history at the time.
Damn these vermin. We need to get through. Eliminate them, then proceed.
I wonder if I can, if there's any more loot over here. Any data slates? Nope. Big into combat now, aren't I? Quite a few ranged units. So those ranged units are called termagants. And they there we go. There we go. And they have like bioweapons. Their weapons are fused into their hands. By the way, all the Tyranids you see here aren't just the only Tyranids. They will want to show off an extensive amount of them. But no, there are so many more Tyranids to the game. Because they are, in fact, they're one of the most diverse weapon armies.
Munitions secured.
Because they have to evolve for every battleground. They're constantly changing. It's just that the life forms you see here are usually just the ones that are the most effective.
The most direct route is through the swamp. Let us proceed. No. The swamp will be infested with Xenos. There is a bunker straddling the riverbed. We will cut through there.
But that will add considerable time. Surely we...
We will not trade strategy for expediency.
As you command. Lieutenant, Captain Akaran has given us new orders. You must proceed alone.
Understood. Thank you, Lirio.
See you on the Resilient.
Sorry, I'm just taking in the sights. It is absolutely gorgeous, this game. It really is. Switch to what? Orcs. Oh, okay. Auxiliary. Weapon.
There they are. The orbital guns.
Oh, nice. Still getting used to the buttons. I will get there eventually. I'm glad that more games are doing call-outs like that, so like changing magazine, throwing grenade. It was something that was like massively popularized in like Helldivers, so then you can hear what your allies are doing. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Munitions secured.
I'm not normally this slow to change over muscle memory. Oh dear. So the surgery without the Primaris, like, Lieutenant Titus is actually very lucky to have, one, survived the Primaris surgery. It's not easy to survive it. It was originally quite low. Like, it had like a 20% chance of failure, and now it's like 50% chance of failure. So that's pretty good. Oh, keep pressing the... Sorry, gang.
Resupplying.
Yeah, lovely lighting there.
I can hear reinforcements!
guessing they want me to be up there, so I'm going to look around here for loot. Any loot. Any good stuff. Yes, the primary surgery basically just upgrades you. Upgrades you as a space marine. Oh, sure, it's just a bolt pistol. I actually did it. I pressed the grenade button. Go me. So yeah. And Titus is all, not only that. Not only did it survive the primary surgery.
Angels! We're saved!
But also as well, he's healed this quickly. That is a very uncommon feat indeed.
Do I look like the commissar?
Do I look like a commissar? We're the Emperor's Angels now.
At your post, guardsman.
No, Lord. Never!
We've locked them in. We could do no more.
Open the gate.
Yes, my lord. Open the gates! But sir, you said open the bloody gates!
Munitions secured.
So we are the Emperor's Angels. Oh, heavy bolt, I'll take that.
I'll find you.
Another wave. We can't hold them. You'll serve your emperor.
Oh, the vibration on that feels amazing. Ah.
Do not let them surround you. Frag grenade deployed.
The thing is that while technically the Astartes aren't meant to command the guard, like, you're not going to argue with an Astartes. Yeah. You want to be the one to argue with the Emperor's Angels? Really? You sure about that? Right.
Are you not the Lord Castellan's soldiers? Fight, damn you!
Oh yeah, like Katie is their entire personality. My planet died. So, gotta make it my entire personality now. Ignoring all the other many planets. But yes, Katie is a very important planet because like you held back Abaddon the Despoiler and whatnot.
Changing magazine.
Do I get any Fury Mode stuff for shooting yet, or does that come later? Don't bother me, drop.
Target destroyed.
Honor your whole world's memory, guardsman.
Just not getting those parries in time. I'm focusing way too much on attacking.
Vermin is stone. A moment, brothers.
Use the stem.
must focus on taking down the hive ship.
Guardsmen, get these gates closed.
Yes, my lord. Transmitting command now. Stand by.
Do not relent in your attacks.
Never seen orcs do that. Makes them easier to kill.
You have yet to see the worst of them.
Oh, I look forward to it.
Yeah. You have a lot of Space Marines like that. Or glory hounds and whatnot. And, well, there are many old heroes, there are many bold heroes. There are no old, bold heroes. As Terry Pratchett once said. Just check everything's recording okay, it seems to be. So I think we'll finish this mission and then we'll move on. But, I'd like to ideally get some good gameplay in before we shut down. So you've got something, hopefully, to look forward to in the next part. Loading game logic. Okay. I think next part I'll move my camera.
We met with one of your squads.
Thank you, my lord. I shall give them new orders.
I think this guy's a sergeant, based on the stripes there on his arms.
Holy terror. I just fought beside Space Marines.
We've been blessed, Dallin.
By his divine will.
Yeah.
Looks like a slaughter. No excuse for cowardice.
A moment, brothers.
Bolt carbine, okay. That's where they pulled back from. So is there any data slates, any loot? Just wanted to look at the graphical details as well. Ooh, melter rifle, hello!
Let us get to work.
I'll say that. Oh, that's horrible. Bear in mind, like, somewhere about there's probably like a visor slit. So for all we know, there's actually someone still in there. And they're just stuck. Oh my god. That doesn't look menacing at all.
Xenos monstrosities flanked us. That's when the deserters took off. May the Emperor deliver swift retribution to those that abandon their kin. We formed up and resisted as best we could. Pulled back by inches, retrieving weapons from the fallen. We will fight to the end. For Cadia. For the Emperor.
Ho ho ho! Oh, they're coming back, are they?
Need to reload.
Yeah, I really don't want to be using too much ammo here, do I? Give me a nice lump. Let me just have a look over there. Is the loot? A bolt rifle, okay. Anything over here? Oh, I thought it was a server skull then. Never mind. Old habits. I love that. The gun kills are just amazing.
I repeat, awaiting orders to attack. Major, do you read?
This is Lieutenant Titus. Identify yourself.
Captain Iden, sir. Our long-range comms were damaged in battle.
They must be close. Hold fast, Captain. We are coming.
Yeah, so you can tell I'm a Blood Raven player, because I keep searching for loot to appropriate, you know, to salvage, and make sure it doesn't fall in the hands of the dreaded Xenos. Oh, it's just so good to look at. Like, honestly, Darktide was just another one of those games where it's like, it's so good to look at. Mind you, Fat Shark, they've got the aesthetics down. It's a shame they tie some of their worst decisions in terms of gameplay to their best games. You know? It's just so good. It's so gorgeous. Ah!
Grabbing equipment.
I'm glad that like more and more Warhammer games are finally being taken seriously now by developers, and they can do more than just mobile cash grabs.
Facility is just beyond those gates. There must be a console that opens them.
Really, it took that much?
Reloading. Restocking. Clearing the way.
Good that you don't have to even look there in their direction to parry.
Loading up. Changing magazine. They never learn. Need to reload. Vermin stuff. Reloading weapon. Munitions secured. Loading ammunition.
Any more loot? Any more goodies for me? But maybe before we end this part, I might actually get into the customization if I can. Just see what's available so far. It looks amazing. It's all so gorgeous to behold.
Sarkana,
Receiving!
we have made contact with Captain Iden.
Aiden! I thought him lost.
We are approaching his position now.
Can you patch me through?
Working on it.
Resupplying.
I like my multi-gun, to be honest. I'm gonna keep it.
By the Emperor. Link established. Go ahead, Major.
Captain Aiden, I thought you a dead man.
Not today, sir.
You're tougher than Grok's hide.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Aiden, we need to take back those orbital guns.
I've got armor ready to roll.
See it done, Captain.
Yes, sir. Let's give him a taste of Cadian wrath.
I would have found it funny if one of them just like shot their last gun and it just blinked off my armor. Just in surprise.
Guardsmen, honor your Emperor.
With great pleasure, my lord.
It's just like how... Remember like when Call of Duty missions would open up like this? This is what I miss.
That cursed gate is in our way.
Then let us remove it.
Controls must be nearby. Soldiers, do your work. The controls are in that tower.
Make use of them. Recovering. Aim for the legs of those runners. Target destroyed. Steady fire!
The way is clear.
Proceed. Reload.
There? No? Okay. Let's carry on then. It is the main blade! I don't know if that is the main blade or not. I'm not very good with tanks. With, like, vehicles in general. I can tell you all about the soldiery, I just can't tell you about their vehicles. I was like Regal Dawn, Rogel Dawn and Lehman Russ tanks. The first patch of the game has come out as well. Looking really good. They've added widescreen support. They've changed some of the difficulty things, which made it easier for some people. And there's a lot of complaints about it, but you're never going to please everyone. But there is a new difficulty coming out, at least. So yeah, I think that's the best way to appease everyone. Is just like keep adding increments amount of stuff. And I say this as a former WoW player. Look, you don't have to do every difficulty. You don't have to
Move to up with the Cadians. As you
catch up to everything. Don't feel the pressure to do so. Play at the level you want to, play at the level you'll feel comfortable with. Now if you want to push yourself, you're already further than most players. But it's okay, play at level you want to. So their range weapons aren't doing too much, so much like the last gun, it's more about the numbers there. Look at them pushing through just these few guardsmen. Like this, all of the turrets you've seen so far don't even measure to like 0.11% of all their forces. Everything we do here, it's like, it's just part of a much wider thing.
War gear prime.
Lieutenant, navigating through this facility will take time.
A little redecorating will speed things up, my lord.
Nice. Oh, more, alright, so.
Frag grenade deployed.
Let's go into Fury mode. Always missing a chance to do that.
Terror! What is that? Zoanthrope!
Take it down. While it lives, the other creatures are harder to kill.
Yeah, so these are like a bit of a psychic enemy. They're not nice.
Another one dead.
But yeah, the reason why you'd send in a Space Marine to do all of this stuff is basically because they're shock troopers.
Boarding a Valkyrie now, heading to you.
They're the ones who will just get the job done quickly, but they're not expendable. The value of one Space Marine is like 10,000 guardsmen.
Get these guns online! Move! We'll punch a hole in those hive ships so big you can fly a frigate through it!
It won't let that happen without a fight.
It's...
The hive mind. The Tyranid's powerful collective intelligence. Not to be underestimated.
Major! The guns are in a zero state of charge. It will take time to wake the machine spirit.
Hurry!
The Tyranids will throw everything they have at this facility.
This is Major Sarkana. Divert 2nd and 3rd platoon to the orbital guns immediately.
Copy that, sir.
Let's show these bastards what the 8th are made of!
Major, we need to establish a perimeter.
My troops are in defensive positions. They'll hold.
The enemy
Yep.
will try to scale this wall.
Yeah.
Do not let them.
Let's see. What have we got here? We've got a bolt carbine. We've got a auto bolt rifle. We've got a bolt rifle grenade launcher.
Gift from the forge.
You take a swig from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. Right. Oh, no, it's not our time to shine yet.
Northern wall is breached.
Oh, I thought they were carnifexes then.
Hesitation. Get them off that wall. A well-placed grenade will fix that.
Gotta get that grenade down there.
Frag grenade out.
Oh, nice. Just helped a guardsman there. That's so cool. Yeah, not all guardsmen are this lucky, by the way. And the Acadians, I don't think, ever really fought Tyranids. They have fought demons. They've fought. They've fought all manner of things. Okay, I need...
The orbital guns are functional, but the targeting system is jammed. It needs to be reset manually.
Understood. Brothers, let us make haste. Restocking. Restocking.
Ooh, crack grenades, okay. So they,
Assist where possible, but do not linger.
like anti-armor.
The system is our priority. Yes, my lord.
Oh, wow. Must have been direct hit.
Vermin stuff.
Yeah, Space Marines aren't always that, like, this sort of caring about guardsmen. It depends on the Space Marine rather than just, like, the chapter, whatever. Some chapters are like, no. If it's Grey Knights, it's like, absolutely not. We don't care. In fact, we'll even destroy you to prevent any chance of corruption.
This elevator will take you up to the controls.
We'll keep the Xenos off your back.
Emperor protect you.
With some, like the Salamanders, they're actually, because they are quite close to humans, they are encouraged even to spend time with their families before they become Astartes. That they sort of have some respect for humanity. They'll still go ahead and, you know, like, completely destroy other Xenos and their families, but hey-ho.
Keep safe their holy mechanisms, but let their data be lost. The secrets we Adeptus Mechanicus coaxed from their caches. It is better we should never have known. Let what comes next be swift. I invoke the machine god. Let the Fabricator General know not what we have found.
Oh. Apparently they want whatever they've done to be destroyed.
Almost at the targeting system.
You need to manually raise the petals of the satellite dish.
We will see it done. Major, I see the mechanisms. Stand by.
Oh,
Be alert. The Tyranids have taken notice of you.
Let them come. Keep Keep them off me while I get this done.
Power up the fidget spinner of doom. The spinner ring.
One down.
You can see it going as well.
Done. Go for the next one.
Yeah. I'm going to address this point now as well, might as well do in the first part. The whole thing of lore accuracy. It's like, Stan Lee said it, like, for all his faults, Stan Lee said it best. It's like, you know, who would win in this fight or this fight? It's like, the answer is whoever the author wants to win. Whoever the story is about. If it's Hulk versus Iron Man, and Hulk's on the front cover, guess what? It's Hulk who wins. Yeah. Or, if it needs him to lose, Hulk loses. Yeah.
Another one dead.
The whole point is that yeah, maybe the Tyranids would lose against these three Starties, you know?
One left.
Or maybe they would win. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's about what makes the game more fun. If this was a Tyranid game like Alien vs Predator, the many Alien games there have been, then yeah, maybe the Aliens would win. Or the Tyranids would win. I totally want to see that, by the way. A Tyranid game. It's like that.
We are done.
My lord, the gargoyles are headed for the antenna.
See that they fail.
Like, don't forget as well, Warhammer is full of retcons. Like, and I adhere to the standard that everything is canon, but not everything is true. Warhammer relies on unreliable narrators. In the early editions of the game, we didn't even know if the Emperor was alive. Or if he was just like, if he was alive, gravely wounded, or whatever. That's part of what made it all kind of magic. But now we know that the Emperor is alive, because he's what's burying the Webway. But even then we might say, well actually, maybe it's not the Emperor. Maybe it's something else. Maybe the Emperor is dead, and it's something else that we're giving our faith to. Some sort of Chaos God of Order, maybe. As Space Marines are the Emperor's demons.
Protect the antenna. Changing magazine.
Have I got the grenade launcher? Yes. That may make short of working then. Gargoyles. I do like gargoyles. They remind me of like Chaos Furies from Fantasy. Which I think actually like their model was based on, because I think they were like metal gargoyles. I know metal Chaos Furies existed because I had some. I just love getting those random executions. Oh yeah, by the way.
Headed for the antenna.
Frag grenades.
Loading up. Deploy frag grenade.
The enemy are going for the antenna. Eliminate them. The enemy have damaged the antenna.
There's none else left, is it, over there?
Reloading weapon.
The enemy have damaged the antenna.
Seems as the grenade launcher is the best option for them. Good one. Stim back.
The enemy have damaged the antenna. We must hold them back.
Oh, sound through. Okie dokie, my arm was just completely shot. I need to get out of here sooner rather than later.
Munition secured. Better.
I want to execute this down the road. Ah, bugger.
Special tactics ready. Vermin exterminated.
Feminist scum. Was that actually like a Harry Potter character or something like that?
The guns are ready. Use the terminal to begin targeting.
It's right up there with like Fabius Bile or Fabulous Bill.
Target's locked. Let us relish the sight of those vile ships burning.
Yay, we've taken out one bioship. So sorry, but your blindness from looking at the bioship there exploding is not a service-related injury.
Lieutenant, Captain Akaran has new orders for you.
Very well. Where is Ilian?
The enemy tried to smother us. We got separated. By the time we had slain the attackers, Elian was dead. Something put a hole clean through his helmet.
I should have been with you.
I only wish he had lived to see that hive ship burn.
I fought beside Ilian for 2 decades. He could not have been defeated by Hormigons. There are creatures more deadly than Hormigons down there. You should not have let our squad be divided. He is gone, Sergeant. Duty is all. I do not forget my brothers so quickly.
Squad. Okay, invite menu, okay.
Captain insists. Gaius and I must provide escort to the Mechanicus priests.
Then we must make do with the remaining 3 Thunderhawks.
I must go. Good hunting, brother.
Oh, he's got a 9 halo.
Why all this obscurity? These orders reach down from the Primarch. There can be no question as to their integrity.
It is useless debating with you two. I would get more sense out of the statues at the Temple of Hera.
That is a Phobos Marine, like these scouts. And he is in... His armor's different. I think he's a librarian, but I'm not entirely sure. An iron halo there, so that's like one of his commendations. There's like a bit of armor decoration that shows how powerful you are. And here we have a dreadnought. So in here is a space marine, or well, there might be a space marine. They would ordinarily house a space marine that has been so heavily wounded that they can't fight on their own 2 feet, and like prosthetics can't serve them. So now they serve the chapter inside this. They don't spend their entire lives in there. They actually spend a lot of their lives in a sort of like stasis comatose state, so they don't go insane. They are very mentally unstable, and they have a lot of brain fog, so they do not recognize their allies all that well. I'm guessing the name of this dreadnought is Valius, it's the person within. Or maybe it just means some other sort of word. But yeah, I prefer the old dreadnought design, but this one, I must admit, is sort of like growing on me. They can be attached with different weapons, so he's got like a power claw and a minigun. But yeah, the tech priests are seeing to him.
Lieutenant, I was informed you arrived with Lord Calgar. Did you fight with him on Vigilus? I've read through those battle reports more than 100 times. A masterful defense.
My duty kept me busy elsewhere. You have an unusual service record. That is my good fortune.
Hmm. Yes, apparently they were.
Scout recon at that position.
Captain,
Get over here.
Captain, I have the Mechanicus on Vox.
They can wait. This is Nozick Beta 12, a Mechanicus Archmagos. He should have been aboard this ship an hour ago, but he refuses to leave Kadaku without some data from his lab. He's currently in this Imperial Guard base. His facility is here. The enemy is closing in. That base will be overrun imminently. Nozick is a high-value asset. Get that data and get him out.
the mining facility. If we rupture the staging tanks, direct the flow into the valley, we can ignite the fields around the base.
Boil them in promethium. I'll give you command of a small team to hit the staging tanks. 3 men. That's all I can spare. Brief them immediately.
Yes, Captain.
Promethium's the catch-all term for
We are
fuel.
Titus Delirio, make ready to depart.
Standing by.
Oh.
Well, well.
Lieutenant Titus.
We are told you have need of us, brother.
My squad must recover data from a Mechanicus research facility in Sector 41A. A large enemy swarm threatens to overrun both that facility and an Imperial Guard base to its east. You will sabotage a Prometheum refinery to delay their advance.
We will not fail you, Lieutenant. Let us burn the Xenos filth.
Time is short. I will brief you on descent.
Brother, Magos Scalio wishes to see you in the armory.
Noted.
If you have not been issued a fire blaster for this task, then get one from the armory immediately. We must burn any biohazards clinging to the fuselage before the flight crews conduct maintenance.
A blaster. That's a flamer.
Yours is a face I have not loved in quite some time, Titus.
You requested my presence.
How are you acclimating to your new status?
I have no complaints.
Intriguing. Predictions would determine a 0.9 probability that you would.
I have pressing duties, Magos.
Very well. Engage the armory terminal. I will see that you are suitably equipped for your mission.
So good. Yeah, normally you'd send like the Scutarii to do the for Mechanicus stuff, but yeah, these studies will help them.
Indicate your desired war gear, and the armoring station will handle the outfitting procedure. Though much has changed since we last met, all this will remain familiar to you. The Omnisire blessed us with clear-sightedness from the beginning. We offer blessings to this machine, that it may serve you just as it serves him.
Okay, armoring hull. Utilize the armoring hull to customize your Space Marine's weapon loadout. Return periodically to update your current loadout and discover new weapons is highly recommended. View your primary sidearm and melee weapons here to find out their characteristics or pick another weapon. Find information about your current Space Marine ability here. Appearance. Okay, so yes, I bought like the highest edition of the game. I will not be equipping this because this is basically like DLC, and I don't want to represent the game that you will not have. So bolt weapon. Okay, this is interesting. Switch weapons and learn about them here to unlock criteria. Okay. Instigator bolt carbine. Stalker bolt rifle. Marksman bolt rifle. Heavy bolt rifle. Plasma incinerator. Bolt sniper rifle. That is honestly one of my favourite weapons aesthetics in the game. I've got an eradicator. Eliminator. It's an eliminator. Space Marine. My kill team that has one of those. It's just brilliant. Yes, I know it's a higher base size, but I'm going to put it on the proper base. Here we've got the standard bolt rifle. Fully automatic precision rifle. Auto bolt rifle. Fully automatic close range rifle. Melty rifle. Close range thermal weapon. Oculus bolt carbine. Rapid fire mid range carbine with extended magazine. Bolt carbine. Mid range carbine with extremely rapid fire. Now, oh, hang on. Oh, yay! We actually have pop-ups. So this is actually kind of neat, in a way. I don't like all these stats for a lot of games. I'm not gonna lie, because like a lot of the time they're incorrect anyway. Firepower 2. So at least it actually tells you what they are though. Accuracy. Spin and recoil. Rate of fire. Firing speed. Reloading speed. See, this isn't a complaint exclusive to Space Marine 2. This is pretty much every shooter that has this. Rate of fire, 7. What does 7 mean? What's that relative to? Is that 7 rounds per second? Is that 7 rounds per minute? Is that, how many bullets are going out at that rate of fire? Accuracy, 2+. Like, again, what does that mean? Does that mean that it's 2 pixels from the crosshair? I don't understand, This isn't a complaint with Space Marine 2, this is a complaint with every single shooter that doesn't give you a comprehensive layout of the weapons. Reloading speed. Is that 4+ seconds? Piercing. Power to pierce consecutive target with one shot. Okay. Range 4. See, I'd actually like range, like, give me units of measurement, like how many meters, how many feet away, you know, how many, or just generic game units. Magazine capacity and ammo save I can work with, fine. But yeah, it's just one of those things that just annoys the absolute piss out of me. Bolt rifle, can I have the grenade launcher one? No, is it just gonna be that? I'll stick with that. My standard issue secondary weapon, plasma pistol or a heavy bolt pistol. Venting speed. I'll have a plasma pistol. It's something different. A standard issue chain sword, the combat knife. Let's have the thunder hammer or power sword. What does this mean? Specialization. Oh, I see. So that's multiple targets there, and that's single targets there. So the number of skulls, number of targets. Okay. So that's better suited for more targets. Power sword, somewhere in the middle. Defense, balance, power. Moderate, perfect. So they're all balanced. Okay. I might just pick for this difficulty. I'm going to stick with the chainsword. Because I want to make sure I can hit multiple targets. And I don't think I can change my ability yet.
The war gear selection seems incomplete.
This armory is comprehensive, but available options are those recommended for the current mission.
Very well. My thanks, Magos.
Galileo will suffice. We know each other well enough for that.
I like that. Not, it's very rare for tech priests to be so informal.
Say what you will, but I prefer the McCrag pattern bolter.
I do not find the Colt pattern bolt rifle markedly different.
You must spend time with it, brother. Those ancient weapons carry an aura of greatness that is lacking in the newer Colt pattern.
That rings of sentimentality, brother.
Perhaps, but the power of ultramarian relics should not be overlooked.
True. Enough talk. Let our bolters continue the discourse.
I do like the little conversations. I think I'll get us into the next mission and I'll pause it there. And you could probably replay that in the Battle for McCrag box set, which is how I got into Warhammer back in like 4th edition, honestly.
Brother Titus, you leave on a mission of vital importance. The battlefield below leaves no room for the slightest error of judgment.
I am of clear mind and purpose.
May the directives of our beloved Primarch guide your every action. I shall follow your progress closely.
I will reflect on your words, Chaplain. But for now, duty calls.
Primaris Chaplain. Like my favourite unit. Operations. The next operation requires a combat effort to 2 squads. A separate combat squad of Space Marines will provide Titus with a diversion. Now how their story unfolds. By playing the Inferno mission in the Operations game mode. That's really cool! This reminds me of... So there was a game called The Darkness 2. Sequel, obviously, to The Darkness, based on the comic books. What the hell is my earbuds going on about? Sorry about that. Machine Spirit's a bit upset. Keeps blinking at me. I'll have to see to that later. In fact, I think we'll play this... You know what, fuck it, let's play this mission. But basically, in The Darkness 2, you'd play as different operatives, or different Darkness artifact wielders. Basically, demon-infused weapons. And you do missions adjacent to the main campaign with Jackie Estacado. and it was just a really cool co-op mode. I mean, you could play it solo as well. But yeah, it's kind of, it felt a bit tacked on at times, but it was a cool way to try all the different weapons and whatnot, and all the different skills, and like see them fleshed out more. So if you wanted to play, for example, as the Darkness Gremlins, you could have more. You could have like summon swarms of them and things like that, but power them up and whatnot is really cool. Or if you wanted to have like Darkness Tentacles, you could again develop them more than you could the main campaign. So yeah, so in that operation, I'll probably be playing as the Blood Raven. That's going to be loyal to them. Sapphire Severance. Yes, so probably that one. So you can see that we've done Skyfire, but it's Severance we're going to do next. But yeah, that's pretty darn cool. I like that. And yeah, I miss that. Oh, I do. I genuinely miss things like that. Yeah, a bit sentimental here. Well, mental is the word. Oh, yeah, it's just so nice to see that in games. Hopefully, when they actually do the operation, they really just stay close to the story, and you feel like you're actually like you are Titus Second Squad. So, we gotta evacuate the Archmagos. Retrieve the data and evacuate before Tyranids overrun the position. Lay down your life, your very soul, to preserve all mankind is wrought. There is not one of you worth more than the legacy you inherit. Supplication sermon for the menials of Mars. And there we have.
Archmagos, for the last time, we must get you off-world!
Assessment equals inordinate ignorance.
We'll be overrun in minutes!
By the Omnissiah, cease interruptions. Gran finally sends me what I asked for.
Archmagos, it is imperative you evacuate immediately.
Detroit will not leave without the data. Relocate to my facility. I will instruct over Vox.
Make ready to leave. This will not take long. Major, I have a second unit working on a theoretical that should buy you some time.
My lord! I've lost 3 squads trying to reach that lab. We think something's out there.
Noted.
The Emperor protects.
Identify. Lab location equal to far side of swamp. Reiterate. Time factor critical.
We will Vox when we have an update.
See that you do.
We will never get this planet's stench out of our armor.
Compared to your usual aura, it is an improvement, brother.
Deeply abusing. That's brilliant. Who said they couldn't have a sense of humour?
Xenos built. Changing magazine.
So the plasma pistol made the same sound as the bolt gun there.
Thalassa, the Cadians are running out of time. How close are you to the Prometheum facility?
Reaching the facility now.
You are making good time. We are going to need it.
So hopefully, when you're playing as Squad Thalassa there, you actually have Captain Titus asking you, and then like your characters respond. Which would be really... I like that.
What was that?
We are being hunted.
I'm gonna go with plasma pistol. I'm gonna try the plasma pistol out though. So,
Septimus. Damn it.
This is the work of a lictor.
Sergeant Gadriel to Resilient. 2 of our brothers have fallen in battle. Send an apothecary.
Received. We shall honor them, Brother Sergeant.
Oh, the weapon with an extended magazine. Oh yeah, it sticks to the target as well. Okay, that's good. So I'll take a few grenades for greater impact. It's the vibration as well, just like ringing through the controller as well. It's really nice as well. Oh, he's a range unit. That's actually one of my favourite units. Like, you will notice throughout Space Marine 1 and 2 that I, for some reason, have some obsession with all the phallic things. Be it machines or organics. I can't begin to explain it. Although I'd prefer not to. Any loot, any data slates.
Munitions secured.
Yeah, starting in co-op, I will actually share these things if you have the misfortune of playing with me.
Need to reload.
That opening offers a shortcut.
Then we shall take it.
I will share stuff. Don't worry, I'm not going to hog all the ammunition. And not to mention as well, when I'm on camera, I actually hold myself to a higher standard to play. I don't want to encourage bad play, and yeah. Guardian Relic. Self-revival. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to move my camera in the next part, so not blocking stuff up.
Deploying crack grenade. Reloading.
This beast dares challenge us.
Stay clear of its wing.
It will not live long enough to use it.
They never learn.
I have to say, I think Games Workshop I will commend Games Workshop for really taking Warhammer seriously this time. More serious than they ever have. With the release of Space Marine 2, and it has sold 2 million copies, at least, so congratulations to Focus and Saber for that. All over the publishers. But like... But with the release of like Combat Patrol magazine as well, yeah. I was in Doncaster yesterday, and they had the armies on parade. So that was like they're basically like dioramas. There's some amazing ones there, both AOS and 40k, and the Horus Heresy as well. Just absolutely astonishing.
Restocking. Throwing a crack grenade.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, it's like I've noticed a lot of people are saying like, oh yeah, my Games Workshop has physically changed because of Space Marine 2. People are coming into Warhammer because of it, and I welcome it. I'm not one of these people who's like, I want less people in the hobby or whatever like that. Rah rah rah. God no. No, absolutely. Combat Patrol magazine's out, so people can actually start getting into Warhammer gradually over time without having to dump a lot of money on it to begin with. Yeah.
Snipers! Watch your sidelines!
Oh, hang on, is there anything over here? That's better.
They never learn.
So is that eye like... Oh, it's some sort of poison, I think. You're saying it's like it's reducing my line of sight or something, or... I have no idea. I think it was doing damage over time though.
Munitions secured.
So yeah. Yeah. Because don't get me wrong, like, Games Workshop have always done initiatives, but like, the thing is they've never really taken the video game seriously. Like, in White Dwarf, their in-house magazine, they didn't really spend much time talking about like Warhammer Age of Reckoning, Age of Sigma, or Wrath of Heroes, and then they basically came out with, oh yeah, game's dead. That was it. I was like, well, who'd have fucking think it, you know? Yeah. But now they're like, but with Dawn of War 3, they were talking about, hey, here's an Index Astartes, you know, like the chapter focus for Blood Ravens. And that was really good. And they did that.
Small arms fire. It sounds close.
That's autoguns, or it's bolters. Is there Kazakh in here? It's just get blast. Yeah, I think heavy is going to be my class of choice. I don't know the gun execution time.
Thank you, brother.
And co-op, yeah. Heavy's going to be my class. This just feels so good.
The tunneling Xenos is dead. For the legs of those runners.
Oh yes, I can execute him. We'll have to be a lot more conservative with ammo.
Got you.
Co-op. But yeah, like now they're finally actually acknowledging that video games are a huge part of the game. A huge part of Warhammer.
Acadians did themselves proud. They died honorably.
Come. Our own duty is not yet done.
But yeah, because like the old Warhammer the Old World might not have come out as soon as it did, away not for the fact that Total War Warhammer has done consistently well despite Sega's best efforts. So yeah. So yeah, it's I'm glad that the video games, like, they're actually realising that there is a lot of money in games. They are still a bit funny about certain things, about like what units can and can't be used. But, yeah. What can you do? Yeah, I just hope now that we can have more games like Dark Tide, like this. Oh yeah, we also have the Dark Tide board game as well, which is like the onboarding for Kill Team. Which by all accounts is good, and a great way to get blade bearers.
This is it. Weapons ready.
Come and taste death, vermin.
Oh.
Face me, coward.
Changing magazine.
Oh, okay. Right. There we go. Ah, okay. I'm going to self-revive, so I'll use that. Yeah, my reactions were out. I just wasn't paying any attention whatsoever there. Oh, for God's sakes!
Watch your flanks.
I swear I'm trying to actually dodge successfully down that Alex out. Oh, come on.
Stabilizing vital.
Yeah, as a heavy, I don't need this shit. Yeah, that was a dodge, but okay, well, we'll take that.
I must be more vigilant.
Hmm. It's like, use the fucking gun thing. Gun! 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 At long fucking last. Gun! Jesus wept. I don't know if that's shit with vampire. Yeah, I don't think button mashing is going to work out all that well for me, I'm afraid.
Fighting you. I know it.
Front grenade.
Cover my rear.
I am up.
There, crack grenade, that'll do the trick. That was cool. Jesus, this is not a mission I want to do again.
You were correct. There was a lictor out here.
I suspect you have already dealt with it.
Indeed. It will not trouble you again.
Very good, my lord.
The lictor is a capable foe. A welcome challenge. Were the lieutenant not with us, I fear we would have joined Cordanus and Septimus. Perhaps they faced more than one.
No. Lictors hunt alone.
Still a bulk ammo.
The facility is in ruin. Let us hope Nozik's research remains intact.
Archmagos, we have arrived.
At last, move to the lower levels. If lifts are functioning, route equals
If.
Christ, that took some doing. Get out of there, gunk. Don't you dare die before I get any closer.
Archmagos, the entrance is inoperative.
stand by. Proceed.
Expect enemy presence.
Swarms.
Are those?
Rippers. They devour biomass to feed their armies.
Disgusting. And they can eat clean through ceramite.
Given half a chance.
Eat through it, they'll eat ceramite.
Shit. Lots of rippers. I hear them all around.
Holy Yasgun, may the Emperor guide thy shots.
How many rounds do you have?
It is only enough if the Emperor wills it.
See, biomass isn't just like fleshy bits, it's everything.
The elevator.
The metal here, iron, and things like that. It's all biomass.
Disappointingly slow progress for Anastasis.
Spare me the insults, Magos.
Statement error. Insults. I engage in pure analysis. Locate primary transmitter. Coordinates inbound.
I have had more pleasant conversations with orcs.
Yeah. Yeah, the mechanics don't really do pleasantries. They run on cold, hard logic. Which might lead to some confusion.
We have arrived at Nozik's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
I will fight in the thick of this Xenos as long as you need.
I will hold you to that. got inside his armor.
He deserved better.
This Pyreblaster will serve us well against Rippers.
Gadriel to resilient. Brother Decius has fallen. Received. Location marked for apothecary. Our brother's sacrifice will be remembered. Rippers, here they come.
Ranged weapons only.
Keep them back with the Pyreblaster while we thin their numbers.
Restocking. Restocking.
There must be thousands.
That door looks like our exit. Clear a path through those vermin.
Like, it seems like we're not actually dodging them or anything, like actually killing them. We're just
Power outage detected. Exit door inoperative. Solution. Restore power.
We need instructions.
Power system controls at your current location.
Do not get too close. Power up sequence initiation.
Sacred conduits flow. Faults detected in divine matrices. Exercising.
I've got to make this ammo last as well, so I kind of need everyone else to do the work.
Components will unleash God's power. Redistributing blood according to the holy minerals.
But there's ammo here.
Maintain distance.
We gain submarine network. Restoration imminent.
Power is restored. Proceed.
Move to the door.
These vermin dare obstruct us. We shall punish their boldness.
Another one.
The Rippers. They retreat.
Disoriented by the synaptic shock.
The floor is clear. Let's go.
Very good.
Reloading weapon.
These abominations are busy with something.
They gather biomass,
Humans.
dissolved and collected later.
By feeding tubes lowered from orbit. Vile.
The sooner we exterminate these horrors, the better.
I do like how they're actually explaining all this stuff to people who are brand new and don't know, or perhaps don't know much about turrets, but this is how they work. So basically it's like, imagine like It's like everything they do is like a drinks dispenser, and then the bioship sucks it through a straw from the cup that is the planet.
Frag grenade deployed. Need to reload.
Takes some doing getting that shot off sometimes. Like, I'm not going to blame the game. I might well be, because this is a... Well, I've had this Xbox One controller for ages. I thought it was an Xbox 360 one. So, I don't know, maybe it needs changing. I might just be because my PC's old that, like, it's not registering things as quickly. Or maybe I've just got to time things better. Maybe I just got to get good. Can't blame the game for everything. Nor do I intend to. Yeah. I think as the muscle memory gets better, I'll stop button mashing and such. I am willing to admit my faults, just not very often.
Incoming mines. Changing magazine. Chiron, what is our heading?
We need to cross this room.
I can't quite reach it from here.
Reload. Take out those mines. A fine gift from the forge.
Switching magazine.
Keep thinking he says a fine gift from the warp. not the forge.
Grabbing equipment.
It's nice to have the frame rate back up again. Because we're in a nice small area.
There, a pyre blaster.
Make good use of it.
More scurrying vermin.
Anything else? Yeah, I'm gonna try not to be like this in co-op. I appreciate you all got better shit to do than watch me hunt for. Than me hunt for data slates.
Position secured.
Put out the fire.
The Emperor protect.
Can I get the fire blaster ammo? No, no, never mind. Yes? No? We'll go down or not?
Recovering.
Oh, never mind. Dead end. Right. Oh, pull its face out of its face. There we are. That's what we had to do.
This is Decimus. Wish you could see these dead bastards. By the Primarch, we have set a mighty pyre this day. Tyranid biosigns down 90% and falling. Swarm annihilation confirmed.
Excellent work. Move to extract.
What Messiah provides. I just gotta stop being careful with this thing and just fucking terrain. Or with the grenade launcher, that'll do me.
To work. With this, we shall defy death grasp.
Scepter armor with jump packs. It has been some time since I brought death from above. The day is not yet done, brother.
Oh yes, so this is another scepter. Another example of humanity's finest. So basically, again, because vulnerable intelligence isn't allowed, everything is done through human brain tissue. And let's not underestimate just how expendable humans are. So this guy is still alive and his brain is being used, but he might not actually know anything at all. Basically his brain is being used unwillingly or against him, so he probably doesn't actually have any memories or anything like that. He's dedicated solely to the job.
We have reached the transmitter.
Analysis. Efficiency level below expectations.
Here we go.
Transmitter at 0 state of charge.
Just trying to analyze the map.
I cannot make the repairs myself. Via the work system is in your honor.
Will that interfere with operation?
Negative. And keep close proximity to the terminal while I work. Connectivity range limited.
look around for data slates and such.
Restocking. Better. Archmagos, begin your work.
Establishing connection.
Tyranids incoming!
Bloody swarms from building up. Ah, no.
Munitions secured.
Can't let it overheat either. Oh, I'm gonna have to use the medkit. Yeah, I should have enough ammo with any luck.
Archmagos, proceed.
Connecting to systems. Emphasize. Maintain zero translation.
In other words, do not move.
In other words, do not move.
Restocking. I have to reload. So and so. What? Psychic blast.
Complete. Lift generators activated.
Not got much ammo left.
Trope is dead. Resupplying. They are regathering themselves.
Now the retreats.
Munitions secured. Reloading.
Oh, which way are we going then? Oh, is it just activate this machine again? Oh, oh, this way. Oh, of course, this way. It's gorgeous. Reminds me of Eisenhower Xenos, the video game. Just 1 second. Yeah, oh, that's recording again, good. 3 hours, bloody hell. Okay, we're gonna have to end after this one. This mission definitely. Well, we're gonna do that anyway, but.
Analysis transmission active. Data incoming.
You've got to give it to them. They know how to make a good set piece.
Denied. Classified. Leave such matters to me. Report. Transmission complete. Your assistance is no longer required.
Major Sarkana, please escort Nozick to the Thunderhawk and get him off world.
Yes, my lord. With pleasure.
I shall be glad to be rid of these trivial duties.
As I will be glad to cease the flapping of this repugnant flesh voice.
Time to go.
This elevator goes to the rooftop.
Also, they've given the Pyre Blaster a lot of weight. It does feel like a heavy weapon. Because I thought it was just like a bolter, but now it's yeah, it's really cool how they've done that. Good stuff.
Archmagus, confirm receipt of data stream.
This is Lirio. Transmission received. Nozick is on the Thunderhawk. Standing by.
Get him out of here.
Yes, sir.
Major Sarkana, what's your status?
We've lost a lot of men, a lot of heavy rounds, but we're still in the fight.
We're coming to you now. Nozick, will they hit? Lirio, do you read me? Major, did you see what happened?
No idea. We saw no impact.
That is territory claimed by the swarms. We need to reach him, fast. There was an armoring chamber below. Jump packs. Sir, the guardsmen.
With respect, my lord, we're Cadians. We can take care of ourselves.
The Tyranids will swarm the crash site. If Nozick is still alive, his time is limited.
Our brothers aboard that Thunderhawk will make...
Hold Y to jump in the high of the air, press Y to perform a long dash on the ground. Yeah. Hold on, okay. Okay.
Work of the Tyranids. I hope they survived. Do not admit such a thought. Too many of us have fallen today.
We are at war. Death waits for all of us. Repositioning.
So I think I've got to get up there first. Alright, it's gonna take some time.
Engaging thrusters.
Inner loot. Nope. Woohoo!
They will not get past this.
The battle brother who's got crashed and sadly did not make the journey. Oculus Bolt Carbine. Or pistol. Oh, look in this cave.
Redeploying.
Yeah. Have you wondered, like, why Space Marines can't jump even over, like, waist-high cover? You keep in mind, like, in one of the novels, I think it was by C.S. Goto, a Space Marine Terminator armor backflipped onto the back of a tank in Terminator armor. So don't fucking tell me that one of these guys can't do any such thing.
Come down upon them like lightning bolts. Engaging jump pack. Destroy them!
Yeah, I do like Assault, but I think it's going to take me some getting used to. I imagine that's going to be like the most popular class in co-op, to be honest, is Assault. I can't get in because I ain't got line of sight. I thought I was going to go through the wall, like most games, but good to steal them for that at least.
Vermin and stone.
Disrupt the ranged units here. Oh, by the way, the colour scheme on these guys, the Wraithbone and the Nagaroth Knight, or whatever purple they're using now, is High Fleet Leviathan. So these are like, but High Fleets can have many, like, tendrils minoris. So they can have, so like, they might not actually call themselves High Fleet Leviathan. And the different High Fleets can go to war with one another. That's one of the neat things, I guess, about like this, is like there's always a little reason for factions to go against each other. Radical and puritanical, oh shit. Inquisitors exist basically solely so they could fight each other in the Inquisitor 54mm tabletop game. Yeah.
Repositioning. Redeploying.
No, I've already explored up there, so I don't need to go up there. So good. But if you do have any lore questions or anything like that, I'll try and answer them to the best of my abilities. I'm happy to talk lore.
The crash site is on the other side of that. Biomass.
Too high to jump. We have melter charges left in it.
Place them strategically. Weak points.
Saw a box there, was that?
The Xenos protect their hive.
Stop at nothing. We must reach the crash site.
Yeah, any lore questions, yeah, please feel free to ask them and I'll try and help out. And if I don't know, I'm sure one of my viewers might. I try to give as much complete answers as I can, and I tend not to rely on meme lore to fill in the gaps. If there is a question you have, I don't just want to give you the meme answer. As funny as some of the memes are, it's just like they just get old a bit quickly, to be honest.
They never learn.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, deal with these guys. You know what? Direct hit.
Target destroyed.
Okay, it's leaving them for me to execute them. That's cool.
We are wasting time. Get those charges in position. Resupplying.
Brothers, we have no time. Let us blow this damn wall.
To and fro. We must break its shield. Psycho bite.
Every delay risks the lives of our brothers. Blow this wall now.
Melter charge in position.
Achieved nothing, didn't it?
Another one dead.
Right, I've got to get up there.
Redeploying.
Just gonna go there, okay.
Explosive ready. Repositioning.
Using a frag grenade.
I suppose one of my complaints about the other Space Marine games, including like Space Assault Deathwing, is like I think Space Marines sometimes feel like a bit too fast in a way. They don't feel like they're thundering and deliberate, but I think they've nailed it in this game.
Charge arms. Charges in position. Clear the blast area. Blow it. With pleasure.
There we go. I could land it with a slam. They do that in Dawn of War, it's really awesome. He's probably still okay.
Chaos. Sweep the area.
Some very interesting markings. Oh, I know what these markings are. It's no spoiler, really. You've already probably seen them.
Brother, I'm fine. It must be the Rubicon surgery.
Mmm.
When? 2 days.
How appropriate that we're playing Blood Ravens.
We should go. I said I'm fine. Nozick is dead. The mission is over. Whoever did this is long gone.
Mm. Lieutenant Titus. Attunement to the warp. Starting to show a little bit now. That's in the next part that we might see where that goes. But for now I need a break. Well, thank you ever so much for watching. I must admit this video has got way too... I got carried away. I need to take a break. Stretch my legs a bit. And yeah, continue this at a later point in the day. But yeah, just otherwise just have a chill one.
The captain is withholding something.
Akaran will not deceive us, Gadriel.
Then where did Dimitri and Titus serve previously? And why is he back in battle so soon after such grievous surgery?
Sergeant Ventiad spoke of a Death Watch team that deployed a virus bomb on Kadaku. Perhaps our lieutenant was one of them. I am far more concerned with what we just saw at that crash site.
Dimitri and Titus, eh? I don't know. So, just before we continue, I just want to spend a bit of time here. So this is our Death Watch Pauldron. And a cloak there, so that's the moment. Our chainsword. And our equipment logo. This is basically all our possessions. So we're trying to live very Spartan lives. It's like this is all they need. These are their quarters. And they have very few things they need. So he's got his weapon there. Some text leaves. Don't forget they are monks. They are they live a very rudimentary lifestyle. Got some supplies in there maybe, but probably robes in that box. That's about it really. Especially since they don't always wear their armor. They're usually wearing robes or whatever. But yeah, but they don't have many sentimental objects. Nor do many Swiss Marines really have them and have any need for them. Such because they're post-human beyond. But I'm gonna quit there. But thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I shall see you in a later part, I hope. But thank you very much for watching. Take care. That for now.